What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is your girl, Lady Nika, in for a this is in the news, y'all. I apologize. I'm coming to you all today by audio, no visual. Actually, I'm in the middle of a flare up right now, and it's just, right now I'm not made up or anything, and I'm very swollen, and it's a normal part of being, having lupus or whatnot. It's not, nothing uncommon to me to be at this stage right now. What it actually going on is that I was late getting my infusion. When I got it last Thursday, that was actually 6 weeks late because I had to cancel my appointment, and that's the way I wound up getting rescheduled at that time. But anyway, y'all, I'm okay. This is normal for me. I told y'all I've been in this here almost 15 years, so I'll be back, looking at y'all again and stuff like that, hopefully by Monday when I do my Love and Hip Hop review. But I didn't want to not give you all a review. I mean, this ain't gonna be no damn review. It's gonna be in the news. In lieu of how long this video may run, I'm not going to do this week's snippet of Braxton Family Value or cutting it up in the ATL, because I feel like there are more pressing things going on in the world right now, So I'm not going to come in with a review for either one of those shows. I'll get back on it next weekend when I do In the News and shit. That shit be that damn the reviews, child. But anywho, it's been a lot of stuff going on in the news lately. I'm gonna get the least. All of it is important to me, but I have a certain part that I'm going to speak on, and that's the murders that occurred this past Wednesday night in Charleston, South Carolina, North Carolina, one of them Carolinas, honey. I should have that shit together, but I don't. I apologize for that. Anyway, first thing we're going to talk about is this issue going on between the Dominican Republic and Haiti, the Haitians. Apparently, the Dominican Republic would like to have all the Haitian people removed from their lands. I only was able to do some brief research, but what I'm understanding is if you don't have some paperwork that's some 80 plus years old about your heritage and you being born there or whatever, you have to be deported back over into Haiti. Now, that keep in mind, if you born in the Dominican Republic but you of Haitian descent, you still got to go, even though these is lands you was born on. This is what I have to say about this. If the Dominican Republic people did not have such a big problem admitting their African heritage, then we probably wouldn't be having this situation. They do not like to be associated with Africans at all. The Haitian people are very open and welcoming to that being a part of their heritage. And what I feel personally is really just a damn shame that them people have to go through this shit. But oh well, that's what's going on in this world today, y'all. I don't know how this is gonna play out, and a lot of people might say, well, why is America not jumping into this to try to do something about it? Well, there are immigration laws, that prohibits our involvement in things like that sometimes. I know you used to seeing America cape up for other countries because we do that quite often, but I don't think this is an issue that they're able to really deal with. And plus, how you going to try to jump in to take care of someone else's responsibilities when you don't even know how to take care of the responsibilities, in your own country? So I'm just praying that those people find a resolution. I mean, I can't imagine what it would be like to, at 42 years old, my government say to me that, I was born and raised here, but I gotta leave because of what I have in me, my DNA, my ancestry, my heritage. I cannot imagine something like that going on. You understand? So I don't know. My prayers go out to them. I really do hope that they find a resolution. And people, whatever kind of paperwork they need to stay, I hope they're able to find that. I really do. I'm not surprised by the stuff I see on TV. Nothing quite surprises me anymore because I expect some bullshit at all times. I really do, y'all. I be expecting bullshit at all damn times. But anywho, the next thing we were going to talk about, let me see, I'm trying to remember. I'm doing this off the top of my dome in the middle of the damn night. I think it's probably about almost 5 o'clock in the morning. But I'm up and, my face was kind of hurting a little bit. So I decided, once I got that under control, I was going to go on and do this segment that I give you all every week. Before I go on to the next story, I would like to stop and do a shout out. The reason why I'm going to do it now because it hit my head. And y'all know a bitch will forget in a heartbeat. First of all, if y'all haven't heard, we have a new vlogger on YouTube. Her name is Chilling with Mel. I've noticed her, she subscribed to me a little while back and she's been very faithful, as far as watching my videos and talking with me down there in them comments and stuff. So now she's doing a channel of her own, and again, it's called Chilling with Mel. Spelled exactly the way it sounds. I'll put it in my description box. And y'all go check her channel out and show some support and love. Some of y'all gonna recognize who she is because she's been in your comments on your videos before, whatnot, So, just, let's show her some love. A second shout out I want to give to my Twitter sweetheart love thing, brother in my head, just a wonderful guy by the name of MarkVo22 on Twitter. He hit me up and told me I better shout him out the next time I do a video. So this is my next video I'm doing, and I'm shouting you out, sweetheart. Y'all go check him out. Go I think it's MarkVo22 or Kevin DeVoe, something like that, baby. But he know who I'm talking about. Shout out to you, sweetheart, because I said I was going to do it, and I try to keep my word. What else was I going to say? I totally forgot what else I was going to say about the people. Oh, well, y'all, let's move on to the next story. Second story, I'm gonna touch on this Rachel situation again. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. I really don't give a fuck about Rachel. Just being honest about that. The way I feel about this situation, to me, is Rachel Dolezal was no more than was no more than a distraction. See, we had a possible situation going on over in McKinney, Texas, and it was about to turn into a racial thing again, and once again it was gonna be non-favorable to the opposite of us Caucasians. It wasn't, and law enforcement, it wasn't gonna be favorable for none of them people. You understand what I'm saying? So they had to put something out there to kind of get us off track, because in their minds we are not socially conscious enough to realize when we're being played. We're not supposed to understand that y'all trying to take our eyes off the prize. Now, we do have quite a few of us that will and did take our eye off the prize with this story. This woman, to me, is a basket case. Just point blank, period. No disrespect. I just wonder about her level of mental stability, because every day is something new. Something new. At first, it was her parents outed her as, telling a lie for the last, 10 plus years that she's a black woman, when clearly if we look at some of her old photos and really just sit up and look at her real good, you will see that she is not of African-American descent of any kind. I feel that Rachel Dolezal was very deceptive in what she did. And, my mind is always all over the place. So, I've come up with several different theories. One of my theories was, I found it quite ironic that in interviews with her parents, they say as far back as 5 years old, the girl had some type of connection with the African American community. Okay, that's cool. She found her commonplace with us. That's fine, okay? But then you get up and you go to school. You choose to go to Howard University and you graduate and you apply for a TA position. I'm assuming at this time, because I did look for some evidence proving me to be either right or wrong, but I'm going to step out on a limb. If you guys know the actual factuals, feel free to leave that down in that comment section. You know how we do it. But anyway, she applied for a teacher's assistant position at Howard and she was rejected, and she opted to sue those people. Okay, she did not win, but I wonder was it at that point there that she decided that, okay, as a white woman, they rejected me in a community of people that I absolutely love and adore. That could be a hurt that's so deep that it made her, instead of do something more positive and try harder to insert herself or help out the common man, the African American, maybe that made her feel some kind of way, and she like, okay, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna ever be neglected from being able to help the people that I believe in, the people I identify with. So I'm finna go incognito on that ass, and yeah. It apparently worked. You know, it tends to work when you educated and black. That's why I try to preach so hard to the young people coming up now the importance of an education. You can talk no matter what you do in this world. Can't nobody deny you when you got knowledge. Knowledge will take you where you need to go. That's why I say go your ass to school and get you some education. Learn something more than what you know and what your parents and grandparents know. Keep excelling, because it's too much out here that you honestly can't have if you don't, if you just apply yourself for a little while. But yeah, I feel like maybe that could have been a catalyst that made her start, living her lie. Because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know what this woman's mind was when she decided to perpetrate this fraud for so long. I'm only giving you guys some theories that I've had time all week long to sit here and contemplate, as to where her mind could have been. Because there is no way in West hell would I have done something like that. I'm not going to be that damn deceitful. But she chose to, and it could have been because she felt like I'll be more of a shoo-in for different positions, if I go in disguise, so to speak. But here's my question. If she's so down for the African American community, she wants to portray us. I wonder if she was ever put in a situation where her very existence was called into question, would she still remain a socially conscious sister, or would that bitch flip back over to that blue-eyed, blonde-haired white woman that she was? I mean, how true to the cause are you? Are you willing to die for the cause? I mean, we must all think about something like that. We don't have the option, us true African Americans. We cannot choose tomorrow to be a blue-eyed, blonde-haired white woman. Although some of us do try, we fail. Melanin cannot be disputed. So it is what it is. I don't, again, I can't give her too much life, because really, to tell you the truth, I don't really give a damn. That's her. I feel like what she did was very deceptive. And I'm not mad that she resigned from her position at the NAACP. Not because she's a white woman. It was because you felt like you had to lie about who you were for so long. And I've been told y'all on my last video I discussed this woman. I'm still side-eyeing her parents, because why all of a sudden now, this woman been doing this for a very long time. Now all of a sudden the parents want to come out and out her. Why? What did she not buy? What y'all wanted from her that she didn't give to you? And it pissed you off, so now you want to try to sink her battleship. I ain't here for that shit. It's more important things going on in the world, like what went on last Wednesday night at the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church over there in Charleston, South Carolina. I am so disillusioned by this, because y'all, I'm watching these news reports as they've been coming in, and they really trying to sit here and portray this boy as some type of mental case. You know, there is no mental illness that I am aware of where you can sit and premeditate taking the lives of African Americans, people, period, but especially African Americans. You had your mind set on killing some black people, and you did that. I've seen disputes going on, you know, about why he was so heavily protected. Well, y'all, I mean, in being honest about it, that wasn't no major thing. That y'all missing. You looking for list shit. We don't need the list shit. We need the big shit. We need the actual factuals, the points. That boy was apprehended, couple hours later. By 10 a.m. the next morning, they had his ass in custody. Okay, that's good work. But my thing is, don't try to turn this shit into something it's not. This is not about a child having a mental case, because you know you get bullied, all kinds of stuff happen to you as a child. It don't make you grow up disliking a certain race. Hate like that is taught in the home. He's only 21 years old. Somebody taught him that level of thinking that he had in order for him not to like black people, because we've heard and seen reports all over social media about this boy having gone for being traced back to as early as high school, where he said a lot of derogatory things about African American people. He did not like our asses. And again, that type of hate is not something that you naturally get. That is a learned behavior. So someone inside that child's home was spewing a lot of hate for him to dislike black people so much. You go into this church where these people are having Bible study. The one place on this earth, whether it's the church, the synagogue, whatever it is, Kingdom Hall, whatever you believe in, wherever you worship at, that is supposed to be the one place in this world left where you're supposed to be at peace and safe. And it was not. It's not the first time in history that it's happened, but it happened nevertheless. He decides that, according to his roommate, 6 months prior to, he was planning to do something like this. So that's premeditation. Again, a crazy person does not premeditate a murder too often like that. Most of the time, that shit snap. They snap and they do something. When you sitting there making your plans up for 6 months, motherfucker, you is manipulative. You're conniving, and you are a bigot. And this is not a case of some random white boy having a mental breakdown and going and killing a couple of niggas. This boy planned this out. He does not have any love for the African American community, and he chose his victims. He went to that church with the intent purpose of killing black people, because he said that before he began to fire, according to eyewitness reports. But you got people that wants to say, well, we don't think that it's a hate crime. And I noticed why he ain't being called a terrorist or a thug. We hear that with other previous cases where, you know, black people have been killed or severely beaten. They thugs. They terrorists. This little meek white boy come along with this sinister look, and he just supposed to be, oh, woe is him. He had a mental breakdown. Now fuck that. That boy knew exactly what the hell he was doing when he went in there and shot them people. Now the church supposed to be the one place on earth that you could take your motherfucking ass up into, and you supposed to be at peace. You supposed to be safe from all harm there. And I can just imagine, because it's a southern church, that when he came in there, it's probably the only dot in the motherfucker. They were not concerned about that. They probably felt like he was a lost soul or a troubled soul, so they welcomed him in, because we seen some footage of him actually sitting amongst some people before he killed them. He sat in there and worshiped with those people and then took their lives. I just wonder, at what point will enough be enough for my people? Now, y'all, I'm 42 years old. I'm kind of like old school. Came up in the late 70s, early 80s, and the 90s, okay? But maybe my soul is a little bit older than that, because all of this that's going on to me is reminiscent of a time where I wasn't even born yet. And the reason why I say it's reminiscent is because of the conversations I've had with my parents and other older people who were there, who were old enough to remember what went on. Now, I ain't going to take you all the way back down memory lane, because some of y'all don't know past that point. But is this not reminiscent of the 60s civil rights era? They just mask it now, Instead of the white sheet over your head, you got the motherfucking badge on, the police. I mean, you got the badge on and the holster beside your waist. You come in the form of a meek-looking white boy who just wandered into a church, maybe just looking for some prayer. Yeah, people. It's the same thing. Just a different cast. Same script, different cast. This is ridiculous. I don't know. I'm so frustrated about it all, y'all. I don't even know where to begin. All I know is something has to change. Something has to change. What are we going to keep doing? We're going to keep rallying and singing and praying. And don't get me wrong. I try to have a relationship with the Father. I won't step out and say that I'm your diehard Bible thumping Christian. No, I am not. I fall short every day. We die every day. But what I can tell you is I'm real about who I am and what I represent. That much I will say. And I believe in a higher power. And I worship. And I believe some of the words of the Bible. I don't follow every word in that Bible, hell no. But I do follow a lot of it. And what I know is this. This is too much. I mean, every other week is something going on. At what point do we make serious changes? Where do we begin? For one, we gonna have to learn how to stick together. That's how come they advance. And this ain't no disrespect to white people that may be watching me, because I know some of y'all is out there. I don't want you to take this wrong. If the shit don't apply, let it fly, okay? But I'm finna talk to my people right now. What I'm talking about is sitting up, letting, we gotta learn how to stop being so hateful towards one another. We gotta learn how to stick together, because not for nothing, that's the only thing that's gonna help us through this. We can't continue to tear each other down. And we have to get some sense about our damn self. We are the most powerful people on the planet. But we don't know our worth, because we want to act like the conditioned slave niggas that they told us we were so many years ago. I hope that he receives the maximum penalty available for a crime like this. I do not feel sorry for him. I do not feel compassion for him. I do not feel anything for him more than what he felt for me. And when I say me, that was my sister he shot. That was our auntie he shot. That was our brother he shot. And then he walked away like as if he done nothing. And he felt justified in doing so, because according to him, we've done too much. We raped their women. I don't know what level we as a people. All I know, first thing is we gotta learn how to band together on this shit, and then we need to educate ourselves. And if it come down to it, I'm not no radical. Y'all probably will never hear me say no shit like this again on my channel, but this is how I'm feeling right now. And I'm not going to change that, because enough is enough. But I'm even at that point where even if it turns violent, it is what the fuck it is. It look like we live in a world of kill or be killed. You ain't just going to keep shooting my brothers and my sisters, and I'm gonna keep sitting here singing songs and marching all around the cities. Hell to the no. An eye for an eye. Shit don't make no damn sense. And we need to, as a people, pay a fucking attention. We spend too much time worrying about Beyonce motherfucking vegan diet. Who gives a fuck? We spend too much time worrying about Janet Jackson making a comeback and going on tour. No offense to Janet, because I like her and everything, but honey, it's not all about her. It's more important things going on. Black people need to learn to stop looking to be entertained so damn much and become socially aware of what's going on around us in order for us to make some effective changes immediately, because the time is now. Now, I'm not saying don't pray, because I know it's child, it's power in that prayer. But the Bible also say faith without works is dead. I can go into a tangent. I'm not even going to do that, because I don't feel that good. Thank you all for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend or two. And until Monday, peace.